Hello Earth signs, that would be my Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo friends. I am here today with your January 2022 general reading. So you may have found this video through my Instagram where I would have posted a picture of these cards here and then gave a very surface level description of the reading. And then in this video I'm going to be going over the reading for you with a little bit more detail, a little more in depth, and then I'm also going to be adding a couple of clarification cards as well. Like I mentioned, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. So yeah, with all that being said, let's jump right into it. So I'm going to start by telling you a few of the key words or phrases that came to mind as I pulled these cards, and then I will go into more detail about it. So for my earth sign friends for January 22, I have fear of change, independence, success, communication, clarity, light at the end of the tunnel, and revelation. So I do feel like you may be going into the new year a little bit hesitant, sort of moving slow and with caution. Maybe you're being a little held back by something from the previous year that's kind of slowing you down a little bit from running into the new year head first. I feel like something that you may need to work on for January and probably throughout the year would be sort of, I feel like, I myself, I'm an earth sign, so I tend to be a bit closed off sometimes when it comes to letting people know things that are bothering me. And I feel like that's kind of been happening here with some of my other earth sign friends. You're the type of person that if you're in a sticky situation or need some help with something, that you would rather not accept it from the people that care about you, you would rather just try and tackle it on your own. And I feel like that's something that needs to be worked on a bit more in the beginning of the new year. Being open with people, even if they are close friends and family, can be a little daunting at times. And I feel like it does sort of hold us back from things. So it may take some confidence, it may take some trust for you to actually reach a point where you feel comfortable with letting others in. But I do see that being something that can be accomplished, and go ahead and be cautious about it. Take it nice and slow when trying to approach this new way of being, because you may have been this way, this more closed off type of being for so long, to the point where now it's kind of all you really know, and it's not going to change overnight. So yes, this is your message for the beginning of the year, but I feel like it's definitely something that you're going to have to work on throughout the year, and maybe even many of the years to come. It all depends on each individual, but I do see there being a silver lining, and I do see it being possible. Just don't put a timeline on it. Just let it flow. Let it be something that you build on as you go, and take small steps to opening up and letting those who care about you in. And as time goes on, I do see there being a little bit of a revelation there, a little bit of clarity, where you start to realize and start to trust who you can let in. Because yes, it is good to protect yourself and be guarded, but I feel like it affects you, and not in a positive way, when you're guarding yourself literally from every single person around you. And it may seem like it is the safer way to be, but in the long run I feel like it definitely holds you back from some positive things that could be going on in your life. So even try and work on some communication as well. Maybe tell those people that you trust the most, what is sort of holding you back from letting them in. Communication is key in a lot of situations, and I feel like this situation is definitely one of those times. Okay, so now I'm going to pull a couple of more clarification cards here. We have the Star along with the Nine of Cups. So yeah, I definitely feel like something may have happened in your past that has brought you to this point where you feel like you need to be on guard all the time, or you need to have some sort of a wall built around yourself. But I do believe that if you do work on opening up slowly, bit by bit, to the people who care about you, to the people who deserve to see that more vulnerable side of you, that you're not going to regret it. Just make sure that you are opening up to those who you know are going to appreciate it, who are going to understand how much this actually means to you, that you are letting them in, that you are letting them see a more vulnerable side to you. We can't let the things that happened to us in the past dictate our future, and especially not the things that don't benefit us. You are going to see a change, a very positive change, when you are able to communicate better with your friends and family. When you are able to be more vulnerable and open to them, you're going to feel the change. You're going to feel the positivity. You are going to feel more happiness and more fulfillment when you realize that this change needs to be made, and when you actually start to make the change. Okay, so a quick recap of January 2022 for my Earth sign friends. You may be heading into the new year a little bit wary, a little bit cautious, still remaining a bit closed off from those around you. But in the new year, I feel like it is going to be a good time for you to work on chipping away at that wall that you've built around yourself, letting the people who you love and who love you in a little bit more, and seeing more of your vulnerable side. So working on not bringing anything into the new year with you that was only a burden in previous years. Just not bringing things that is going to stand in your way of knocking down that wall. So working on negative thoughts, things that are clouding the way that you think and maybe are changing the way that you perceive things. Trying to have a more positive and optimistic outlook on letting those people in for the new year. Okay, and like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. I do feel like this is a message that you could start working on in the beginning of the year, but it's most definitely going to be something that you continue to work on throughout the year, or maybe even beyond 2022. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it taking a lot of time. Okay, so you've been through a lot. There's a reason why this wall is up. So don't expect yourself to be able to knock it down overnight. Okay, but trusting and having a more positive outlook on this is definitely going to leave you with feelings of fulfillment and happiness, and just overall feeling better about the relationships that you have in your life. Okay, so that's what I have for you for January 2022, my lovely Earth friends. I hope you liked this reading. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Feel free to subscribe if you would like to stick around and see more of my upcoming content. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I shall see you in the new year.